We begin with live updates from Hanoi on a major national event drawing widespread attention at home and abroad, the 14th National Congress of the Communist Party of Vietnam.
And one of the highlights from the opening ceremony was Party General Secretary To Lam's presentation on the documents submitted to the 14th National Party Congress. The party chief stressed that the entire party, people, and armed forces are united and determined to advance toward two strategic milestones. And those include 100 years under the party's leadership and 100 years in the foundings of the nation. And we now connect with our reporter, Sơn Anh, at the press centers of the 14th National Party Congress for more detail. Hello, Sơn Anh. What are the key takeaways from the opening ceremony of the 14th National Party Congress?
Yes, thank you, Ryan. And on the morning of January the 20th, the 14th National Congress of the Communist Party of Vietnam officially opened at the National Convention Center in Hanoi. The event featured 1,586 delegates representing over 5.6 million party members nationwide. In addition to the record numbers of delegates, I'll go through some of the most impressive figures mentioned this morning. So first, we're going to take a look at the numbers of 5 million party members and people. They have contributed more than 14 million opinions to the Congress draft documents within 1 month. And later on, each delegate received 1,000 pages of the Congress material, and also 1,400 journalists working at the press center, comprising around 600 of domestic reporters and approximately 800 of the foreign journalists.
Yes, and those are indeed impressive data. And can you give us a summary of this morning's working session?
Yes, the Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, in this morning, the Politburo member and head of the government have chaired the opening session of the Congress on behalf of the Presidium. And during the opening speech of the 14th National Party Congress, the State President Lương Cường reaffirmed this monumental event of the country's as a historic turning point and focused on the willpower, the aspiration, as well as the determination of the entire people, party, and also the armed forces. Now, Party General Secretary To Lam presented the report of the 13th Party Central Committee on the documents submitted to the 14th National Party Congress. Yes, and these documents guide discussion on the national development, party building, as well as political system reforms. The Politburo permanent member of the Party Central Committee's Secretariat, Trâm Cẩm Tú, also delivered the review and the report of self-assessment of the 13th Central Committee. Yes, and one of the highlights from the opening ceremony was Party General Secretary To Lam's presentation on documents submitted to the opening section of the 14th National Party Congress. He stressed that the entire party, people, and armed forces are united and determined to advance towards two strategic milestones. Those include 100 years under the party's leadership and 100 years since the founding of the nation. Now let's take a closer look.
Party General Secretary To Lam said the draft documents include the political report of the 13th Party Central Committee, a review of major theoretical and practical issues from 40 years of the đổi mới, or reform, and a report on 15 years of implementing the party charter with proposed amendments. The political report integrates 3 reports into one unified and focused document, designed to be concise, clear, and practical.
The action program to implement the resolution of the 14th National Party Congress is a breakthrough. It clearly defines responsibilities, roadmaps, resources, and targets. The documents were prepared carefully and scientifically, inheriting past experience and maintaining core principles while reflecting strong innovation in development thinking, in line with practical situation. They emphasize action, linking goals with responsibility, breakthroughs with sustainability, and discipline in execution with public satisfaction.
In his speech, the Party General Secretary also highlighted the achievements of the 13th National Party Congress term, marked by resilience and firm leadership amid complex challenges. Another key lesson, he said, is the need for continuous renewal of thinking, especially strategic thinking, remaining consistent in strategy while flexible in implementation and respecting laws and realities. He also underscores a spirit of openness, scientific rigor, and action as the core aspects of the document drafting.
The documents place strong emphasis on implementation. Sound policies will remain on paper if execution is slow or ineffective. That is why the focus is on action programs, monitoring mechanisms, and performance evaluation, using data, indicators, and public feedback as key references for policy adjustment and accountability.
Looking ahead to 2026-2030 and the vision to 2045, the party General Secretary called for high ambition and steady steps. He said the 14th National Party Congress carries the historic responsibility of setting launchpad decisions to achieve the country's two centenary goals. The overall objectives include maintaining peace and stability, achieving rapid and sustainable development, improving living standards, strengthening strategic autonomy and confidence, and advancing firmly into a new era. Another goal is to become a developing country with modern industry and upper middle income by 2030, and a developed country by 2045. The target is average annual GDP growth of over 10% during 2026-2030, reaching around $8,500 by 2030.
And in the 14th National Party Congress opening ceremony, there's also attendance of foreign media and reporters. So now let's take a closer look into the feelings and evaluations of there after the morning section. So first, we're going to have a talk with Dr. Kang Panchada. He's editor from New Age Weekly, published from New Delhi, and he's also a Communist Party members from India. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure.
Yes. So the first question is, how do you feel after attending the opening ceremony of the 14th
I'm
National Party?
very happy and pleased because it's a long dream that I've cherished. As a student leader, we supported the unification of Vietnam when Vietnam was fighting against United States imperialism. Our slogan was Amar Naam, Tumhar Naam, Vietnam. That means my name, your name is Vietnam. That was our slogan. And we used to take out processions almost every Saturday to support Vietnam. And therefore, it's a long cherished dream to visit Vietnam. So I got a chance because we got an invitation to attend the 14th Congress. So it was my pleasure to attend. And after coming here, I was very happy because Vietnam Communist Party is a ruling party, and the show that they put up for 14th Congress at the National Convention Center is an excellent thing. The discipline, security, and everything is so wonderful. And the slogan of the conference is not only growth, but the happiness of the people, which according to me is more important. Because merely growth does not mean happiness. So, but Vietnam Party, because it is people-centric party, it is saying that growth should go along with happiness. And therefore, I like the slogan very much.
Yes. So after attending the morning section, what is your key takeaway?
See, the first takeaway is discipline. Second takeaway is the interaction with the people that the leaders are doing. And the arrangements which Vietnam Communist Party has made for the foreign delegates.
So what is your expectation for the following section or the next few days?
See, there are areas where Vietnam can help India, and there are areas where India can also help Vietnam. For example, in the trade, India is a producer of a number of things which can be sold in Vietnam. In fact, I made an interpreter today who is working for an Indian company from Ahmedabad in construction. So there is one area where Indians specialize in construction industry, infrastructure construction. So they can come to Vietnam. Similarly, Vietnam has a lot of things about agriculture and other things which India can adopt and can help, because India is a very stressful country as far as agriculture is concerned. We have more than 1 lakh farmers committing suicide every year. So therefore, we would like countries like Vietnam to help us in agriculture.
Yes, and that's it. Thank you very much for joining us in this interview.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.